Are you thinking about buying an RV in 2021 and you're having reservations about it? Well, let's discuss those in this week's episode of Travels with Delaney. Welcome back, everyone. My name's Patrick, and if this is your first time here at Travels with Delaney, welcome. We're your channel all about RVing and living life to the fullest. If you want to check out some of our travel videos, our daily life, and what it's like to live in this beautiful log cabin, check out our all-new channel, TWD Life. I'll leave that link down below in the description for this video. Now let's get right into the topic of this particular video, which is, should you consider buying an RV in 2021? And I know there's people out there saying this is not a good time to be buying an RV, and they state some valid concerns. But what I wanted to do this week was look at each one of those concerns point by point. Stay to the end of this video because I'm going to give you my number one reason why I would consider buying an RV in 2021 and not waiting for the future. But let's go point by point on what those concerns are floating around on social media and the internet. Number one is inventory, or lack thereof. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, inventories are down all across the United States on RV dealership lots. Dealers that normally might carry 400 RVs are lucky if they have 100 RVs on their lot currently. And that's mainly because we saw such a high demand back in the summer of 2020. We also saw RV manufacturers have to shut down for a period of time during COVID, and now they're trying to play catch up. But there is still inventory out there. I have some really good friends that are RV dealerships, and I reached out to all of them to talk to them about what the economy was looking like in terms of RVs and what their lots were looking like. So I spoke to my friends PJ down at Princess Craft in Round Rock, Texas, Paul, the Air Force guy Chamberlain out at Beckley's in Maryland, and my good friend Steve Wilcox up at Barton Lake RV here in Fremont, Indiana. And all of them said, hey, we have trailers on our lots that are for sale. And they're also getting trailers in on a weekly basis. Now, what they did say was, you know what? Maybe we don't have as much as we used to, but we do still have good selections for people to look at. But let's say they don't have exactly what you're looking for. Well, you do have options, and the first option would be to talk to your dealer. What they're saying is a lot of the manufacturers right now are putting sold trailers in front of the manufacturing line ahead of general inventory production, which means you could potentially order the RV you always wanted and still have it here in time for camping season. So that is one option. Another option is go see what else is out there. And RVtrader.com is a great place to start. You can actually search by make or model. You can even search by year if you're looking for a used RV. See what's out there because maybe what you want is out there. But I still go back to talk to that local dealer, and if they don't have the exact one you want, maybe they can order it for you. And also ask yourself, how important is a certain color palette in the trailer in terms of the big picture? Maybe they have the floor plan you're looking for, but maybe it just didn't have the right accents that you were looking for. So I wouldn't allow inventory to concern me because I think it's out there. You just have to look for it. Concern number two, prices. Are prices higher right now? You bet they are. You know, it's kind of like the old economics high school professor told us, when demand goes up and supplies are short, prices go up. And that's kind of what's happening right now. But the truth is, MSRPs go up every year in the RV industry. That's not new. What is new is we're not seeing the deeper discounting that we might see at other times at the dealership level. Yeah, it used to be you could assume maybe somewhere between 15 and a 30% discount off of the MSRP when you went to buy an RV. But right now, there's no reason for dealers to be discounting like that because, quite honestly, again, it's hard for them to keep inventory in stock. But if you're looking to upgrade from your current RV to a new RV, the good news is trade-in values are higher. Whether you're trading into the dealership or selling it yourself, you're probably going to get a lot more than you would have a year ago at this time. So that's going to help offset that cost. The other thing is interest rates remain low. So if you're financing your trailer, that's going to save you with lower interest rates. And finally, even if you say you're going to buy a $30,000 trailer and you'd hope to get 20% off, so that would have made that about a $24,000 trailer, but you're only able to get 10% off, and so now you're looking at a $27,000 trailer. Well, that's an extra $3,000. But if you look at it that you're going to keep it for, let's say, maybe 5 years, well, spread that out over 5 years. Would you really want to miss camping in 2021 over a few $100s per year? Just something to consider. And quite honestly, nobody knows if and when prices are going to start to fall again. As long as demand remains high, this may go on for several years. And again, do you want to wait and put off vacationing in that RV with your family? Are you finding value in this video and finding it enjoyable? Well, we'd sure appreciate it if you give it the old thumbs up and if you'd share it out to somebody else who might enjoy it. Also, if you have bought an RV in the last 6 months or you're planning to do so in 2021, leave your comments down below on what concerns you and how you overcame those concerns. Now let's get right back into the video. Concern number 3, build quality. Yeah, that's right. Some people are concerned that maybe a trailer built during this period of COVID might have more issues than an RV built some other time. But honestly, I'm not sure that's really the case. I know the thinking. The thinking is, hey, a lot of people want RVs right now, so manufacturers are just churning those things out like hotcakes. Truth is, they can't. Why? They can't get the supplies they need. And that's what's slowing up production. So there's really honestly no reason for them to rush building an RV today because quite honestly, they're going to run out of parts tomorrow. So they might as well build it right, and hopefully they are. The other great thing right now, if you buy a trailer, is we're actually seeing trailers and RVs showing up at RV dealerships with upgrades on them, a lot of times at no extra cost. Why? Because these RV manufacturers can't get the supplies they need, and so suppliers are substituting. And when they substitute, they tend to substitute something at or better. So I actually know a couple people who ended up with RVs with on-demand water systems. That could be a real benefit for you if you can find some of those trailers with some of those special features that you normally wouldn't get during a normal time. So, like with any RV, I would recommend do a thorough inspection before you purchase it. Maybe even bring in a fresh set of eyes to look through it really good. Otherwise, though, I'm not sure build quality is better or worse at this point than it was prior to COVID. Concern number 4. There's going to be a lot of used RVs hitting the market soon, and prices are going to drop. Could that happen? Maybe. Is it happening right now? No, unfortunately it's not. In fact, most RV dealerships lots for used RVs is minimal to none. And that's because so far, everyone who bought RVs in 2020, they're keeping them. They're probably going to use them in 2021 again. Because a lot of them who I thought might end up selling their RVs figured out what you and I already know, and that is RVing is great. It's a great way to get out there and see America and spend time with your family. So yeah, could it happen in the future? Possibly, but it's definitely not happening right now. Just look on RVtrader.com and you'll see used RVs going for pretty good prices. So the question is, do you want to wait for the future and see maybe prices going down? Or do you want to go ahead and jump in and start making memories with your own RV this summer? So those are the 4 big concerns that I hear people contemplating when they're trying to decide if they should go ahead and buy an RV in 2021 or wait for another year. Honestly, if it was me, I'd want to get out there and get camping today. So I would be looking for the trailer that I want that'll best suit my needs, find it at the best available price, and then I would start enjoying life. Now, I told you if you stuck to the end of this video, I would give you my number 1 reason that I would use if I was looking to buy an RV in 2021, and that is life is short. That's right. That's always my mantra is live today because you never know what tomorrow will hold. Unfortunately, for those of you that follow our channel closely know, I lost my sister to breast cancer. She was only 46 years old 2 years ago. And she was always saying, someday. And unfortunately, someday never came for her. I, on the other hand, say someday starts today, and I want to get out there. I don't want to miss another summer of camping. For anyone who's ever RV'd or camped in their life, they know it's a great way to bring your family together. And in this time of COVID, you can do it safely. It's your bedding. It's your bathroom. It's your kitchen. You can keep your family together, have lots of fun, and see the great outdoors all across America. So that's why I would go ahead and be looking for the trailer or RV that best suits my family's needs, that I can fit into my budget, and I would get out there and start enjoying it today. Sure, maybe it won't end up being the exact color that you wanted, or maybe the dinette is actually a booth, but honestly, when we're out RVing, We don't really care whether it's a booth or a dinette. We just want to get out and explore the country and have a great time doing it. I hope this at least gives you some things to think about if you're considering buying that RV this year. And I'm going to put links to all of my friends' RV dealerships down below. Big thank you to Paul the Air Force Guy Chamberlain, PJ Berger, and Steve Wilcox for giving me some insight into how the market's looking in 2021. Happy camping, everyone. Until next time, we'll see everyone on down the road. Good night.